Okay, can you explain to me in detail what it is you're doing?
Removing a motor from a junk lawnmower frame.
And how do you start out doing that?
Will you determine that your lawnmower frame is junk?
Maybe a tad after that.
You turn it over. Determine if these bolts will come out. Which a bunch of times they don't.
See, I'm sure you need to do YouTube videos. Okay, is the motor loose now?
Yeah.
This is going to take some practice.
The best videos are where people don't talk.
Then how do you know what they're doing if they don't talk?
Hopefully, if you're at this point in your life, you have a clue of what's going on, or else you're gonna end up missing a finger or toe.
What if you don't? And you're on YouTube for the first time trying to figure out how to dismantle a lawnmower.
Don't. Take it to somebody who does.
Well, there's a lot of people that just don't do that. They jump in and then realize they need a YouTube video.
If you're at that point, working on a lawnmower is not your friend.
Then you can call it the beginner's guide.
So cutting your toes off because you don't know how to operate power equipment?
Well, let's make it a little more user-friendly than that, okay?
This, ladies and gentlemen, is how you lose fingers.
Let's call it the correct way to not lose a finger.
The correct way to not lose a finger is take it to somebody that knows.
Then it's not really a how-to video.
It is how not to lose a finger. Or several. Or toes, or...
Look, when your lawnmower only has 2 wheels, it doesn't look that threatening.
Yep, still looks threatening.
Let's see that you've already taken that off. I got in on this way too late. My good idea of my how-to video started a little late. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, he has already taken that blade off.
The inappropriate way.
That may be your first thing you want to do to not lose the finger like he says.
The first thing you want to do is make sure the spark plug wire is removed from it.
Why?
Or else it can start and you could miss fingers.
Don't you have to pull it to start it? Not just have a random spark plug hanging out?
Well, in the act of removing that blade, it turned.
So does
And
that
could have
mean
started and lost fingers.
Well, I don't understand that. We may have to put this back together and start over with more how-to.
How to not lose fingers, take it to somebody that knows how to work on it. There's my phone number. Give me a call.
Look, several people here lately have said I need to open up my own YouTube channel. I suppose it was to argue with another YouTuber, which I don't feel the need to do. So, you get lots more subs on mechanic YouTubes. So I've decided to do my own YouTube channel only for mechanics.
Oh.
So now what are you doing?
I'm going and finding a better frame.
So, I guess now what he's doing is assessing which frame will best fit this motor. Okay, he's calling this one delightful. So here we are.
That's how you leave tow.
And I understand why this one's delightful. It has all four wheels and a questionable motor. So let me sit back down and finish filming this process for you.
Not rusted in half.
That noise, ladies and gentlemen, is the neighbor collecting the garbage can since trash pickup ran a while ago. So what are you doing with that one? That one. Was those screws you were picking out, or?
Yep. Ah.
I'm not sure if that face is 100% necessary, but it seems like he is.
Yes, the more faces you make at them, the better it works.
All right, now we know making faces at your inanimate object is important. And that is your oil gauge. Clearly, it has no blade. No blade.
No blade means I don't need that, right? No, that's not what I need either. Now will this remove it? We're gonna have to snap all those off. Okay. Bring that in here.
Okay, we're 10 minutes in.
Have 2 lawnmower strips.
Yep, we have 2 lawnmower strips. One with 2 wheels and one with 4. We have 1.5 motors. 1 blade. Okay, he's taking the oil measurer, oil detector,
Dipstick.
dipstick. He put the dipstick back in the original motor. And now it appears he is putting in bolts to hold that motor to the frame with 4 wheels. I have no idea what the trading in and out of the dipstick in between motors was.
So it didn't make a huge mess in the driveway.
I thought maybe if one dipstick fit the other motor, then the motors was compatible.
Nope, avoidance of this falling out and spraying oil all the way down my driveway.
So the yellow dipstick was a more secure dipstick.
Yeah, the yellow dipstick screws in, that one just presses in.
Could be important. For all of us beginners, we need to make sure our dipstick is a screw in and not a press in. If we're changing motors on our lawnmower in the driveway. Hang with me, viewers. He is now just getting tools to finish up this demonstration.
Make sure you turn it over exhaust side down.
When you turn it over, the exhaust side needs to be down. I'm not sure which side that is,
Side with the exhaust on.
but maybe you can clearly see which side is your exhaust side, because this is the side that needs to be up.
Yeah, carburetor side needs to be up.
"15 minutes in, and he's manning down Those screws is going to hold this motor to this frame.
Yeah, you don't want those coming loose.
Is that your social security card and your tools?
Nope.
Phew, thank goodness. So why do you have someone else's social security card?
Lost and found.
Well, I will put it back in case you find her.
Yeah, we're back at the, this is where you're supposed to take
The spark plug out.
yeah.
Can a lawnmower seriously start just by messing with the blade?
Yes. I'll put my foot in it so it doesn't turn.
So just turning the blade can start a lawnmower.
Yeah.
Yes, newbies, we need to be sure that we get rid of that spark plug. Could be the very first act on our very first lawnmower change.
Shouldn't rely on the safeties. You probably shouldn't put your foot in it or your hand, or you should probably use a nice chunk of wood.
Okay, completely disregard the way he used his foot as a visual. That's not how to do it.
Not the appropriate way.
Now I know why he makes no YouTube movies. Instructional videos, not movies.
Because there's going to be some Nancy screaming, "You're going to cut your foot off!"
Okay, scream that one more time.
I wonder if that will fit.
Oops. Sorry.
No, she's not
I
gonna
have-
let her lie.
Apparently, it's not watching appropriately. And what was that cord for?
That's the control cable to turn it on and off.
So that's the one that shuts it off
Yeah.
or turns it on.
That's the one that you gotta hold down to turn it on and let go of to turn it off.
Okay, that cable was an important cable.
How much water do you think's in this thing?
What?
So how much water do you think's in this thing?
I don't know. Is water supposed to be in it?
I don't know.
I That's not its radiator? What is that then?
You don't want to know.
My viewing audience wants to know.
What do you think that is?
Water?
Let's hope not.
Shoo, it's gas.
That is gas.
Dear heavens, you just put it in the driveway.
Told you didn't want to know.
Well, thank goodness the wind's blowing in the other direction, and I'm not going to have an asthma attack.
So there's your problem, lady.
But,
Plug up carburetor.
it's a plugged up carburetor. See, I would have guessed, just looking at it,
Would it have water in it?
that it would have only been like problematic by having 2 wheels instead of 4. I would have thought just the 2-wheel thing would have like screwed up the whole idea of having a working lawnmower. But no, obviously there's more than just the one problem, like 2 wheels. 2 wheels. To this lawnmower, because now we have a second problem, which is the carburetor, and obviously we didn't have water in it. So that wasn't the radiator. It didn't appear to be the gas tank though either. It is the gas tank?
Definitely the gas tank.
Oops, I was wrong. It's not the radiator, and it definitely is the gas tank. So, what are you doing now?
Looking for my jar of toxic waste.
What is your toxic waste?
Yep.
Okay, it has a jar of toxic waste. We're 25 minutes in. I know, just because I know, he's going to have this lawnmower running in a little bit. And y'all need to know, this was just for fun. I'm donating my channel just to the fun things, the odd things, the different things that I run onto in life. So Please enjoy my video. Like, subscribe, and come back and watch the next oddity that I run across in my road to wherever it is I'm going.